Hello everybody. Well, hope y'all are having a good day. It's good to see y'all. I got a lot of stuff going on. Trying to get some things done. Matter of fact, let me turn this fan off. That helps cool the house off. I blow some of the air conditioning out of here into the house at night. That's why I don't like to smoke it up in here. But I got the door open. Some air conditioning going out yonder because I got some things coming. Mr. Scott's coming after a while, and we're gonna get some stuff loaded up. We're doing some swapping out and stuff and things like that. But just a reminder that down in the description below there'll be a link to our YouTube apparel store and a link to our Facebook thing, and it's called the Hopper Nation. I gotta go actually put it on the other video because I missed it this morning when I uploaded the other video. But anyway, that's all our stuff about that. So we got a 261 supposed to get a port job. Been sitting here for a few. It's been sitting there for a few. A lot of stuff been sitting there for a few, but we're slowly getting back on it. So y'all just keep us in your thoughts. So I'm finally starting to get some of this stuff done. Let me sneak around behind y'all right quick, cause y'all know I usually put this stuff in a box. So I'm gonna get this little box right here. And as I take these pieces off, I drop them in this box, and then when I'm done, or as I put it back together, then I will obviously pick the parts up out of this box and put the saw back together. Doesn't mean you have to do it that way, it's just the way I prefer to do it. So, there you have it. This is my personal preference on how to do things. We're going to snatch all this stuff off here right quick. I don't know if I'm going to record all this one like I normally do. I'm trying to get some of this stuff done. And as y'all know, when I record it, it takes me longer to get it done if I record it than if I just leave the camera off and do it. But if I just leave the camera off and do it, then I can't have a YouTube channel about how I do stuff. It's kind of a... If you're going to show people how to do stuff, you kind of got to show them how to do it, or it doesn't really work, you know what I'm saying? But, sometimes I do try to get stuff done instead of filming it. The air filter looks good. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put the pipe at on that. Oh, come to think of it. Let me show y'all this. I was gonna do an opening video, but I opened it before I thought of it because I'd ordered a few things. Mr. Joey Gordon. Thank you, Joey. Joey ordered some stuff. If y'all can't tell how big, this is large. It's a really big, it's really large. Stepper bit, sweat back design, whatever you want to call it. And these right here. So Joey sent us these, and if y'all got a minute, go down there in the comment section and thank Joey for doing that. Because I've been sharpening them old ones for a long time, trying to keep them going. I was going to do a, like I said, I was going to do an unboxing video, but I unboxed it before I knew what it was because I'd ordered some things. So there's another one, and this is the one we're probably going to try and use right here in just a minute, because I'm going to go ahead before I pull this muffler off. I'm going to go ahead and stop a hole in the top corner of it here Yeah, I'm gonna try to put a hole in it right there before I go too far. Because, well, y'all seen me about break my wrist doing this, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna pull on the rope till the piston's at the top dead center. I'm gonna go about right here. Boy, honey, let me tell you something. We're gonna stop right there, cause that sucker will flat out put a hole in something fast, quick, in a hurry, and I ain't even kidding. I think I'm one away from where I need to be. I can't tell for sure, but I think I'm one away. Yeah, I think I'm on 11/16, and I need to go 3/4. But we'll wait till we get all of that situated. We're gonna tear this thing apart right quick too. I say we are. Anybody that needs to know how to get these little things out, you just pry them out. Just pry them out carefully. The main reason those are in there is to hold the bolts in if they happen to fall out while you're running it. If the muffler bolts come loose, they don't fall out, so you can pop them out and tighten it back up. Why'd that sound like it fell out? It didn't. Yeah, that thing put a hole in that muffler real nice and real fast. Y'all, I don't know what this muffler's made out of, but that joker don't weigh nothing. That's one of the lightest mufflers I've ever felt of. And you always pull that rope around to make sure your piston's at top dead center before you do any drilling. That way, see, there's a little piece of debris up there in that port, which ain't gonna hurt nothing right now, but if you would do it and get it down in the bottom, you could destroy something. So always make sure, if you're gonna drill it while it's on there, make sure the piston's at top dead center. Oh mercy, we got all kinds of stuff to do. I'm gonna stop this and we'll get to the important stuff and then start it back. All right, I've got a little bit of stuff stripped down now, so we're gonna have a look, see what we can see. These things are not exactly, this is a little bit weird, but we're going to try to see the best we can. Right there, 73 on the intake, and this is a strato saw. I don't know exactly where we're going to go with these numbers yet. I'll get a look at it after I tear it down. MS 261 intake. What did I say? 73 degrees. Alright. And get enough stuff to set balanced out of the way. We're going to go about right there. Right there. I really like that thing down there. Joe got me 100 degrees. Exhaust 100 degrees. And this is going to be the important part right here, I think. right there. You can actually see this one pretty well. That says 130. That means we got 30 degrees of blowdown. That's exactly where I want to be. And it had 37 thousandths of squish. I didn't film checking the squish. So I'm probably going to lower the intake, leave everything else. Well, I'm probably going to lower the cylinder a little bit, and depending on how much I lower the cylinder will depend on how much I raise the exhaust. I may not even raise it at all, because if I drop it, let me turn this off. So it's at 37 thousandths of squish. 37. Let's say minus 20. That's 17. That's only a degree and a half. If that gasket's a little thicker, it's only going to be about a degree. So it'll only make the exhaust around 101. So I'm probably not even gonna, I'm just gonna reshape the ports and lower the intake. Good possibility that's what she's gonna be. That's what she's gonna be. I don't know how hard it is to get the cylinder off, but I'm gonna find out in just a second. This out of the way. Get this out of the way. Get the gas line off the intake. Gotcha. There she bees. There she bees. And we ain't gonna put these bolts up because those will be the first ones we put back in, so leave them laying on the table. We're going to pull this gasket off here. See how thick it is, because if it's the right thickness, we're going to go with it. Feels like it's 12 thousandths. Maybe 14. Oh. 18. Now it's 4 thousandths off. But 37 minus 18. 37 minus 18. 19 thousandths of squish. That looks like where we're going. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Put that in the depot there. We're gonna snatch this intake off here. Putting them back on sometimes a real pain in the birchkies. This is one of the worst parts of these right here, is these little bitty intakes. It's so small, but that's what it is. It's leedy biddle. Everything else looks pretty good in here. We're going to do some reshaping and a little bit of hogging out. So I don't know whether I'm going to film all this or not. I'll probably just do it and then show you, if y'all don't mind, because there's no point in me doing all that grinding with y'all watching. Somebody signed this cylinder with something, I don't know what. But, alright. Let me get after it and then I'll show you what we got. Alright everybody. I don't really hog these bottom ports out because the case ain't much larger. but I do open them up a little bit because there's a little room in there. The exhaust port, there is a lot of room in the exhaust port. I suggest setting your cylinder on your piston, marking your piston, and then grinding to fit, which is what we did. Then I open up this port, which it's hard to show that it looks symmetrical because the lower part is odd, but that's I've lowered it a little bit. I'm probably going to be around 70. I'd say probably 76, 78, somewhere right around there. I don't want to go much lower than that because the port's so small. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. And you know, I've already blowed the hole in the muffler, but I hadn't done that yet. I just done a video on muffler mod, so I'm probably not going to show brazing that in. There is some work you can do inside this intake. I know these intakes are rubber, but there is some material in there. You can see a little fuzz in there yet that I haven't cleaned out yet, where I've opened the intake up. So grind easy on them intakes, because if you grind real far up in there and real hard, you'll cut a hole in it. I just take my razor knife afterwards and kind of pick some of them fuzzies off in there. Just when you're grinding rubber, it's hard to get them fuzzies out of there sometimes, but that's most of them right there. I gotta clean everything up yet, and we're going to be putting it back together and see what it sounds like here in just a little bit. I may not film putting it back together just for the simple fact that I want to show y'all the video of it running. I don't know whether we'll get to cut with it today because I got somebody coming to do some work here with me, and I got the ultrasonic cleaner running right now. Tommy's sitting in the background because he needed a carburetor clean, so I wanted to show y'all what that port work looked like. And when I get it all put back on there, we'll check the timing numbers. I might set it on there here in a minute. We'll just go ahead and check them. All right, got the degree wheel set on here. I went ahead and set it up. We're going to see what kind of numbers we got. If I can keep this intake one mile away. See what we got for intake. Roll that around again because I'm just a little bit right there. 79. Just a little farther than what I thought. Before it was showing like 80 something, and I was like, no, that's not right. I closed it off a little too much, or it slipped on me one. I don't have the rings on it now, so I have to be careful because it'll move a little. Let's go down and see. Oh. Got 103. 103 on the exhaust. I could go a little farther on the exhaust. I lowered the cylinder, so let's see where the 136 and 103. Yep. That's 33 degrees of blowdown. I may just leave that for now. Well, I do have to go in there and chamfer the port, so it's gonna come up just a hair because I have not chamfered the port yet. So we're gonna write them numbers down right quick. It's not gonna move much, but it could move a little bit. 79 on the intake. What did I say? 130. 103. Just 136. Yeah. All right. I need to go in there and chamfer them ports a little bit. I may just raise that exhaust up just a little bit more. I probably won't even check the timing numbers again after I raise it because there is a little lip in there, and I plan on taking that lip out now that I see what the timing numbers are. and that lip's probably going to get it close to 100. So yeah, I know a lot of people think I'm crazy, but I am. So let me do that and we'll put her back together. All right, I figured I'd show y'all this anyway. I don't know if y'all can actually read this or not. I'm turning it towards it, but I got it set now. I went there and took that little groove out, chamfered it 100.3. So that's where I wanted it to be to start with, and I lowered it down a little bit. So we're going to have a fairly large blow down on this one, and that's what I wanted. I'm going to change that to 100. So hopefully she's ready to go back together. I went there and chamfered it and all that stuff. So I'm going to stop this and I'm going to put it back together and we'll see if it'll run. All right. I'm pouring the gas in it. We're going to see if it'll fire off. I got her slobbed back together. It appears that we have everything in order where it needs to be, other than putting the bar and chain and stuff on it, but I'm really not interested in that yet. I just want to see if she'll fire off. So let's turn y'all that way just a little bit. Alright, I just noticed I can't adjust the high screw even though I took care of the issue. There's something doing something, so I'm gonna see if I can remove it right quick. And maybe we'll get to throw the bar and chain on and take it out there and cut some wood. Alright, y'all. I was piddling with it a little more. Y'all heard it run good. I cut it off. Done what I needed to do to the carburetor. It started missing, so I pulled the carburetor off and looked at it. And I thought I'd done something to the carburetor. And it appeared to be everything okay. So I pulled into the carburetor and looked at it, and all that stuff was good. And put it back together, took it out there and run it. And it ran for about 10 minutes and it died. Now it has no spark. But it was acting like the coil was breaking down. So I think we've either got a wiring issue. After it cooled off a little bit, the spark started to come back a little bit, but it's not full on. So I think we're going to have a coil for this thing. So I'm probably just going to end this video because it'll probably take me a couple days to get this coil. And we'll just have to run. Got 242 we're going to film. This one we're going to film. A 064 we're going to film. And a 1010S. So I'm just going to go ahead and stop this video. And we'll make a cutting video when I get them all cinched up and ready to go. So hope y'all enjoy this. Y'all have a good day. Stay safe. Be kind. Treat each other the way you want to be treated. God bless. Bellhopper out.